Well, last time I came, I made some friends, and I don't know. I really like Southeast Asia. The culture in general is just. I'm not saying this to diss like any other part of Asia, but I feel like it's just very much more family oriented, and so I'm not saying this to anyone in particular, but in some Asian countries I've lived in and worked in, there's like a superiority complex thing, and that is really hard for me to understand as an American. So here it just feels more like, this makes sense.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and also I was in a lot of clubs when I was in college, and they were all my Filipino friends were. Sorry, all my club friends are Filipino.
Oh.
Yeah, so I've been to a lot of parties, a lot of karaoke. I mean, I always treat tour as kind of like work in a professional way, I think. So anyone that knows anything about me, I'm pretty like open about everything that I do. So if I go somewhere, I'll post. If I do something, I'll talk about it somewhere on Twitch or live or wherever. I'm very introverted. Although I'd love to see beautiful things because the city's very nice. I usually just stay in the hotel, gym, concert hall, hotel, gym, concert hall. But that's not because I don't want to go outside. It's because I don't want to risk just getting sick or not being able to show a good show to people that come. Because people that come to the show, like, it's not, money doesn't drop from the sky, right? It's a commitment, and even more important than the money, it's the time that they're saying, hey, I'm gonna take a few hours out of my day to go and watch you and support you. So in order for me to do my part, because they're doing their part, I need to make sure that I'm at 110% so I can do all of that. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I wanna give the people who come to the show they deserve.
Nice.
Sorry if that was really there's a song called Castle in the Sky. That song sticks with me because of a memory that I had of playing a festival a few years back in Manila. It was called Head in the Clouds Manila, and I sang it for some reason. At that festival, when I sang Castle in the Sky, it just felt right. You know how in like life, I don't know how old you guys are, but I'm getting older now, and I thought that the older I get, the less questions I would have. Well, it turns out the older you get, the more questions you have. And it gets really loud in my head sometimes, even on stage a lot of times. But for some reason, that moment, and I know exactly what part to it is. Only God knows how I got to be with you. That part, I just felt at peace for some reason, and that's why I guess Manila and the Philippines kind of holds a very dear part of that memory for me. Well, my past releases were songs, and they all had dedications and things that they were inspired by, but this one was based off something different, and I don't know how familiar you guys are with like depression or anxiety and stuff like that. I'm very familiar. I've had a lot of run-ins with it, and I still struggle with it to this day. What was the question again? Sorry about that, I'm a goldfish. It's like really sad. But Put It On Me is really important to me because those things are so familiar, and oftentimes I feel like, why am I here? Like, is this worth it? Like, we work so hard and we work so long just to end up with nothing a lot of the times, and I just feel so empty sometimes. But I mean, God definitely helps a lot.
Yeah.
Changed my life a lot. But I met someone at a festival, and because they had physical limitations. It was hard for them to come see me. It was the first time they could see me ever. And I got to see them at the festival in Indonesia. And afterwards, I got a text from her mother saying, "Thank you. I think that was one of the few times that I really got to make her happy." And that just like breaks your heart a little bit, but also it makes me feel like my life, my 20s hasn't. It makes me feel like my 20s hasn't been wasted, and it makes me feel like there's a reason that I'm still alive. So sorry. Well, as eaJ, I've never done a Korean cover, so I think that originally I was planning on doing like a cover of each language for each country, but things got a little bit hectic and I just didn't have the time to finish it up. So I think that I'll save for the next tour, because there are some there's some artists that I really do like in the Philippines that I would love to cover someday. Yeah. So the whole story is 1 out of 9 is cats are known to have 9 lives. And 1 out of 9, once it's completed, is going to be kind of like a story of a cat who has lived through each song. Is an experience or an event that happened, and they learned and grew, they died and rose again and grew, and they died and rose again and grew, and finally, at the end, there will be a completion. But yeah, it's based on the 9 lives of the cat. Thank you. Because again, I feel yeah, sometimes I just feel a little, I don't know, I think everyone feels a little worthless sometimes, and they like don't know what they're doing here, and just knowing that I can like help, knowing that I'm useful to someone means a lot to me. I know that feeling so well, because when I was working in Korea, there was also a stigma of like, if you take medication, you're kind of crazy. So most people just like kind of hush hush, but that's just not healthy, and it's not realistic. Like you live life. There's no way that you live life and every day is perfect and every day is just like always fine. Even on the most perfect days, you're allowed to feel weird. Like you might not know the reason why, but you do, and that's part of being human. And the fact that people are afraid to tell people that they're struggling, and that maybe, hey, today could you just be a little bit lighter on me because I'm feeling a little weird, but tomorrow I'll be better, I promise. So thank you. The fact that people can't even say that tells me that the world is just in a place where it's so focused on how things look on the outside and packaging. And I don't know, I just really don't think that's practical. So for the people who are going through those things, it's really hard, but you have to talk to somebody. Because if you don't, it just gets worse. Yeah. And the worse it gets, like, trust me, I'm telling you from experience, you do not want to let it get worse. Yeah. It really is okay not to be okay. And that's you're not crazy for that. That is absolutely normal. Everyone feels like that. I just need you to know that. I think it's just common sense. I see these, like, it really makes me angry, but I know I shouldn't be, because I'm trying. I'm really trying. Really trying. But I see demons. I see actual satanic demons in the world doing harm. And children don't have a choice. They know nothing. They don't know anything about politics. They don't get to vote. All they know how to do is absorb the things around them, and the fact that they don't even get a chance to live and to make a choice is disgusting. It's not human. And if you are anyone that stands opposed to the statement no child deserves to die, I think you genuinely need to seek help and look deep inside yourself and ask yourself what kind of morals you live for. But yeah, TLDR, I just think it's common sense. Yeah. Oh, there's a Beanie song. So there was 2 songs. Shoot, I forgot what it's called. But anyway, I'll tell you the story about the Magi song. So I was looking for a song to cover because I was doing one for every country of artists that I like. And at first I was thinking there was one Beanie song, I think it's their 3rd most streamed song on the thing. I forget the name. I'm kind of a goldfish with names. But yeah, I really liked the hook of it, so I was gonna do like an R&B rendition of it. But I did it, but I didn't think it was good enough. It didn't do justice to the song, you know, because I respect them as artists. And so I was looking for other stuff. And then I had been Maki, or we'd been talking earlier, and I was like, wait, his music is kind of sounds like we're very similar in many aspects. Of course, he's much more successful than I am, but I really like his music too. So I was like, hey, do you have a song that you think I could cover? And then he showed me Kahal Na. Yeah. But so he has like a pop rock version of it, like a modern rock kind of version. I wanted to switch it up, so I did kind of like a ballad version. And he showed me the lyrics. The last lyrics are so good, right? Well, he showed me a translated version. I saw different versions online, but what I read was like it was something along the lines of, and when I'm like dead and buried in the ground, and the worms and maggots are eating my brains and my heart, the last thing they'll see is you. And I was like, oh, that's so good. And I'm a sucker for like really touching lyrics like that, and I just think it's just so beautifully written. So yeah, it was really fun to do that one. It's one of my favorites actually. You know, this might sound really standard, but I have a reason for it, so don't judge me. Raining in Manila. But it's because I have this thing, the George know, my fans know. Whenever I go to Asia, it always rains. So I have an EP called When the Rain Stopped Following Me. And that's kind of why I felt like maybe Raining in Manila, but like more like a rock version, like a little more energetic, would be interesting. Just be fun, you know?
Nice.
So yeah, maybe next time. Hey everybody at Buzz Center, this is eaJ. Thank you so much for having me, and I cannot wait to see you guys at the show tomorrow. See you soon. Bye bye. Salamat po.
Thank you.